Hello and welcome. Hope everyone is having a great day. Today's topic will be what I call the New Year's resolution solution. Welcome back to another episode of the Body and Mind Strong podcast, where we talk all things life, fitness, and health. My name is Renee. I'm your host and integrated health coach. The Body and Mind Strong podcast was established to help others create a healthier, happier, stronger self. For more information, please follow me on YouTube and Facebook at Body and Mind Strong. You can also find me at www.bodyandmindstrong.com. I hope you enjoy the following podcast. Okay, so it is turning into a beautiful sunny day here. However, last night we got just a little bit of snow last night, which turned into a nice layer of ice this morning. So you may hear my neighbors scraping their windshields, or you may hear some of the ice coming off of the trees hitting the trailer. So just so you know, if you hear any background noise, that's kind of what's going on. With the nice sun coming out, it's actually everything's coming off the trees and coming down. So hopefully it's just going to be a beautiful day. Anyways, as of today, we have less than 2 weeks left to Christmas. Everyone ready for that? Well, luckily for me, I don't have to buy many gifts, and I'm not living in a spot where I can bake or get all my Christmas stuff out. So it'll be another chill year this year, which is going to be super nice. Anyways, since Christmas is fast approaching, it also means New Year's is just around the corner, which also means people are getting their New Year's resolutions ready, only to be broken a short time after. For many of you, that is. Yes, I myself have fallen victim to this as well. Because of this, I actually created what I call the New Year's resolution solution, a better way to crush your goals. Before I go more into the resolution solution let me talk about a few facts I found while I was researching this topic. The following facts I found in several articles covering different research studies. Yes, I cherry-picked information out of them as I didn't want to create a book on this topic. Okay, the first topic includes a few facts I found in those articles why New Year's resolutions don't work. Except for the first fact, these were things that I actually were already aware about due to counseling others. First, 35% of the people break New Year's resolutions by the end of January. 35%. And only 20% make it through the year. And the second reason they don't work is people have unrealistic expectations. Third, they tend to have an all or nothing attitude and try to do too much at first. They start working on all their goals at once. And the fourth one, we tend to make our goals based off of what others think. Next, here are the 10 most common resolutions people create. 1. Exercise more. 2. Lose weight. 3. Get organized. 4. Learn a new skill or hobby. 5. Live life to the fullest. 6. Save more money and or spend less money. 7. Quit smoking. 8. Spend more time with family and friends. 9. Travel more. And 10. Read more. Now, let's talk about the New Year's resolution solution. I will go into some tips on setting realistic goals. But first, I want to explain how the resolution solution came about. I am like most who set up their New Year's resolutions only to fall off the wagon after just a few months, then just give up. And like most, as the new year approached, I saw it as a fresh start versus what it really is. Just another day in a series of days. It's the same mentality people have with Mondays. They see Monday as a day they can start fresh, and so they let loose during the weekend, sabotaging any progress they were making the week before. This mentality does not aid in increasing goal success. In fact, it can do more harm. What I have seen in watching others, this keeps them in a vicious cycle which stalls any progress or just really slows it down. So I started to think, how can we break free from this cycle and increase success in achieving goals? The answer is to treat New Year's resolutions like any other goal-setting process and realize it will be an evolutionary process. Goals don't have to be stagnant. By that I mean, as life happens, you may need to tweak your goals, i.e. the long-term goals, or the process in achieving them, i.e. the short-term goals. Okay, first things first. The resolution solution starts with taking a few minutes and writing out your goals. Here are just a few tips on how to set realistic goals. First, make your goals SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Second, Then break down those goals into smaller steps, i.e. the short-term goals, and make them SMART as well. The third one, ask yourself what are the reasons for making these goals. This is really important. This is your motivation behind your goals and will help you stay on track. And finally, don't plan on starting all your goals at once. Starting too many at once can make it more overwhelming and harder to achieve. So plan on starting just a few at a time. Next, as you're listing your goals, list when you want to start them. Will it be in January or August? Besides the reason I just mentioned for not starting all your goals at the same time, some goals you have may not be able to start right away for whatever reason, but listing them will help remind you of them so you don't forget to start them when the time is right. Once you have your goals broken down by months, you can start each month with just a few goals to focus on. And remember, this is when you start those short-term goals which will lead to the long-term ones. An example here, and is one that I stress all the time, is if your goal is to lose fat, depending on where you're at in your relationship with foods and exercise, you probably don't want to jump all in. Doing a 180 on your diet and activity level can have a huge negative impact on you and your success. Now, there are a few people out there that can succeed this way, but for most, fat loss is more about habit changes versus diet and exercise, and habits don't change overnight. It takes time. Now, here are a few more tips to help you stay on track. First one, define your support system, which will help you through your journey and help you with any habit changes. Number 2, keep a journal of your journey. List what is helping you, what may not be working, and your successes along the way. 3, celebrate many goals. How will you do that? As you're setting up your goals, think about that. Number 4, also think about how you will sustain your new goals. Example, losing 20 pounds of fat is great, but how will you keep it off? Or getting that job that you want is great as well, but what will you do afterwards? Number 5, review areas which may impact your goals, i.e. stress on fat loss. These may not be things you can avoid, but being prepared for them will help you cope with any issues better. And finally, gather whatever resources you can to help you achieve your goals and your healthy resolutions. There you have it, what I call the New Year's resolution solution. Now, this is something I will be hitting upon on a monthly basis to help you guys out. I am planning on doing live videos on Facebook and Instagram and then uploading them in YouTube. So if you're interested in following along because you have some goals you want to conquer, please follow me. I will also be doing the updates on the podcast as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at bodyandmindstrong@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I hope you found this information to be useful, and if so, please click the subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Stay tuned for more episodes on helping you create a healthier, happier, stronger life for yourself, and make sure you're doing at least one thing today that will get you one step closer to one of your goals. Have a great day.